Hi, it's Ash and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my growing community of fellow runners that like to have a good stretch. We like to look after our body so that ultimately that can keep us running better. It can keep us running for longer. In this practice, we're going to have a nice little bit longer of a little bit longer deep stretch, so it's a little bit quicker. It's a little bit longer than those 10 minutes 5-minute stretches that we've been posting, and we're going to go a little bit deeper and we're going to go a little bit more into it if you've got a little bit more time. So we're going to go hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and we're going to work through your spine to start, so into your lower back, into your shoulders, and we're going to do some nice few rounds of cat-cow, so rounding through your back, chin to your chest. And just gently push your pelvis towards your nose and squeeze the breath out. And then slowly press the belly button to the floor. Keep the elbows soft, keep the shoulders soft. Bring the chin up slowly and arch your back. Okay, and then finish your inhale here. So we're going nice and slow. We want to ease your way through. Chin to your chest, start that movement, squeezing the breath out, rounding the back. Nice and slowly, really push into those ribs. Start your breath in. As you start to press your belly to the floor and your chin comes up. Again, we've got a little bit more time to work through your body. As you continue to do that now in your own inhale and exhale, so I'm just here as your guide. So you do that in your breathing now. Don't copy me. Your lungs are different to me. Your body's different to me. And it's really important as we go through this stretching sequence that if your body says no, that's not good for me, you listen to your body. Don't just carry on copying what I'm doing, because as I said, my body's different to yours. We each are unique and we need to appreciate that uniqueness. Okay, last one is just squeeze the breath out. Okay, and then just have a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a kind of reset. And then just move through the wrists, through the spine, through the hips. It's always slowing the breathing down to help that sense of relaxation, relaxing the brain. The brain waves will change. But also helping that recovery when we get that breath in, that will help that oxygen uptake and the muscles will repair more efficiently if we can get oxygen to them. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, roughly about the same height or just below as the hand. Now we're going to get into you can point the toes and we're going to get into the hamstring or maybe the groin, depending on where you feel this tightness. And from here now, we're going to start to just walk the head, like push the head over towards that big toe. Push into the hands. Maybe you can walk the hands towards the foot a little bit if you feel like you could. Okay, and then from here, take a nice exhale and relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, and then just gently release it a little bit more. Come back more to the center, so the stretch releases. Okay, and then taking an inhale. As you exhale, slowly start to rock the head towards the heels. Finish the exhale into the nice, deepest, comfortable stretch that you feel okay with, and then come back to the center as you inhale. As you exhale again, nice and slowly bringing the head over towards the big toe, and just continue to make that movement in your own inhale and exhale while I just add a couple of pointers into this. So again, we don't ever push further than a 7 out of 10 intensity stretch really, because we want to be kind to the body. We want to help it recover. We don't want to brutalize it. So make sure it feels nice. Make sure as we do it, we connect to what is feeling good, what we are. And then what is not feeling good, if we're holding tension in the body, maybe we're too tense with the shoulders or the jaw, can we soften those areas? So just constantly connecting and feeling and changing the sense. So you're trying to find what is feeling nice and work with it. Okay, last one. And from here we're going to step the hands back in and come back into the center with that foot. Feel the difference on the left and the right sides. Clearly different. And then we're going to step the right foot out nice and wide. Again, point those toes. If you're like me and I haven't got enough space here, you can just move your mat or move over a little bit to the side of the mat. Now from here again, slowly, so we go nice and steady. Push the forehead towards the big toe. And this side is always a little bit tighter for me. And then come back over. So again, I'm not gonna go as deep as the left side, because I've become aware of that, and I'm like, right, so that's something I need to take note of. I'm not gonna carry on forcing the right side to go deeper. Okay, so you exhale as you come towards the toe. Inhale, gently massage back to the centre. Exhales, so you're exhaling down towards the toe, inhaling back through to the centre. Again, exhale to the toe, inhale to the centre, and it's that nice dynamic massaging effect. Really nice to massage the body with the breath. Okay, last one. And then coming back through to the centre. Again, bring that leg back. Feel the after effects of that stretching. Have a wiggle. Come off the wrists. If at any point your wrists start to feel a little bit achy, that's fine. And then from here, we're just going to have a little bit of a rock back, hips towards the heels. And then as we come forward, step the left hand to the left foot to the left hand, sorry. Now lunge into that hip. So just lunge forwards into the hips. So just push the left knee forwards, and maybe you want to take that back knee a couple of wiggles back, and then just open the hips down into the floor, and maybe lift the chin and chest up, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to walk backwards with the hands towards the knee at the back, always supporting the body with the weight of the hands and the knee. As we do that, pull the toes up and dig the heel in and find that nice good stretch into the hamstrings. But then we're going to go into the calf muscles as well. So again, two really important areas for us runners, calves and hamstrings. So then we're going to get hold, left hand if we can, left hand to the left toes and pull the toes down. So even if we need to keep a good bend in the knee for the hamstrings might be too tight, just bend the knee and take hold of the calf muscle and then pulse it to the point where you feel that good stretch. So wherever you feel like a good stretch in the hamstring, find the toes and pulse a few times into the calf muscle, nice and gently, and then slowly release and coming back. Hands onto the mat, walk the hands back up to the top of the mat, and then we're going to let the hips sink down into the floor, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, breathe out, have a movement and massage left and right. Keep nice and soft. And then we're going to go through that again one more time. So walking the hands to the knee at the back. As we do that, digging the heel and pulling the toes. Keep a bend in the knee if you need to for the hamstrings. And then maybe, again, if we can, go right around the balls of the feet. So we start to arch, pull the toes back as well. So we get that big toe stretch, which is good for the arch of the foot. And then we'll get a few pulses with this. So just pull the toes up, release them, pull the toes up, release them. Try and keep long through the spine so you're not feeling that in the lower back work. So you're not feeling the lower back pull, sorry. Keep relaxing the shoulders, keep breathing, nice, gentle, smooth pulse. It's never aggressive and really kind of overly forceful. And slowly, hands back to the mat, start to stretch. Start to walk the hands back to the top of the mat, sorry, and bring that foot back down. Feel that work as we step that left foot back and just feel the difference between the left and the right. Feels so much nicer. Feels so much freer, lighter, stretched, that feel good feeling. Slowly rock the heels towards the hips, and you don't have to go too deep because we're going to come forward and step the right foot to the right hand. So come forward, step it up. Lunge the hips down again. If you need to, just adjust that back knee either forwards to the top of the mat or backwards, wherever feels comfortable for the hips. Try and relax the shoulders and the jaw and have a wiggle, move, just massage into that. Lift the chin and chest upwards a little bit as you push the hips into the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to start walking backwards with the hands again to the knee at the back. As we do that, we're digging the right heel in, pull the toes up, and keep a bend in the knee again if you need to for the hamstrings, for the right ones, or if you feel okay, you can carry on straightening the right leg. Because we want to be able to find the right hand now onto the right toes and pulling the big toe around and stretching, and then pulsing the foot to find that nice stretch into the calf muscle area. So again, we're really slowly pulsing. So we're feeling it in the hamstring. We've found that stretch in the hamstring, and then we're finding the stretch where we can still attach the hand onto the foot, attach, or clasp hold of the foot with the hand and then pulse into the calf muscle. Keep breathing. Okay, and last one, bring the hand back onto the floor, walk the hands back to the top of the mat as we go, sink down into the hips, really let the hips lunge into the floor, have again movement and wiggle, massage left and right, into those hip flexors, at the top of the left thigh, again, so we're getting all of those areas that we use when we're running, so nice and steady, and we're going to work through the upper body as well, so we're going to go backwards, again, walk the hands back to the knee, pull the toes up, find the right hand to the toes, nice good stretch and a little bit of a pulse, work into the calf muscle as well as the hamstring area and the big toe and the arch of the foot, which are really important areas. Again, they absorb shock every time they hit the floor, thousands of times the feet hit the floor. Keep breathing, make sure it feels okay for the body, and then walking back to the top of the mat. Again, as we do that, step that right foot backwards, and then just feel, have a little wiggle and feel that work that we've done again. How does it feel? So from here, what we're going to do now is we're just going to have a little bit of a rock backwards, heels towards the hips. As we come forward, step the left foot to the inside of the left hand. So we step that foot up, and then again we can lunge the hips down, almost like a sprinter about to start a race. We work maybe into the hips and the groin, maybe the hip flexors at the front of the right thigh. And then from here, a little bit of strength work, but not too much. We're going to push strongly into this front foot, and then we're going to lift the head above the hips. I'm going to take the hands up and find that good stretch through the shoulders and the arms. And then from here, pull the elbows back and open up through the chest and the shoulders. So let the hips lunge down. If the back knee feels uncomfortable, get a cushion or get a blanket or something that you can make that knee feel more comfortable. We're going to go for a little bit of a nice, good stretchy flow here. So pull the elbows backwards, take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to bring your head over your foot and bring the hands to the mat. And as the hands come to the mat, we're then going to rock the hips backwards and then start to straighten this front leg, pull the toes up and go into the hamstring area again. Maybe the hips go past the back knee, that's okay, but just support the weight and the balance with the hands. It's a nice good stretch. Maybe the head can bow towards the knee, or maybe you can't even get that deep and you need to keep a bend in the knee. That's absolutely fine. Make sure we're not straining the body. So wherever you can go, take a nice exhale, walk forwards to the top of the mat, push strongly into the floor with this foot, lift the chin and chest up, hands come up, take a nice big breath in as we pull those elbows back, open up the shoulders, again really nice for us runners, and then exhale, come forward with the head, hands to the mat, walk the hands backwards, send the heels back, the hips backwards, pull the toes up, and find the right amount of stretch for the hamstrings and the calf area for you. That's it. And then coming forwards again to the top of the mat. This time we're just going to step that left foot backwards. We're only doing that a couple of times, and then just feel again that nice massagey, stretchy work. So activating muscles as we're stretching them. So dynamic stretching is one of the most efficient ways to stretch, one of the most important ways to stretch. Keep your body. We don't want a really flexible body without any strength, and we don't really want a strong body without any flexibility. We want the right amount of both, really. So we want to be in that sweet spot, which is called mobility, which is a mixture of strength and flexibility. And that's why another reason why dynamic stretching is good. So as we rock heels towards the hips, we're then going to stretch bring the right foot up on the inside of the right hand. Again, just have a little bit of a lunge down, stretch the hips. Maybe you can feel that on the left hip flexors at the top of the left thigh. We're going to do this 2 times again. So push strongly into the right foot, lift the head and chest up, make the left knee safe and comfortable. Bring the hands up and then open up the chest. Take a nice breath in. Maybe you get that nice good back bend. Maybe you can look up to the sky, or maybe you just need to keep your gaze forward. So find what works for your back. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring your head forward, bring your hands to the mat. Walk backwards with the hands, keep the hands there for support all the way through. Dig the heel and pull the toes, find the right amount of stretch. Again, if you need to keep a bend, keep a bend. But find the right amount for you. Nice exhale, relax the shoulders. Walking back to the top of the mat. Nice and strong into this front foot. Push, lift the head and chest. Up, and then away if it's okay for the lower back. If it's not, keep your gaze down. Inhale the arms up, pull those elbows backwards, open through the chest, and as you exhale, come forwards. Head and the hands forwards, hands to the mat. Walk the hands back. Again, your hands are there to support the weight of your body. Find that nice good hamstring stretch as you pull the toes up. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. Walk the hands back up towards the top of the mat. And as we do that, step that right foot backwards. Have a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of adjustment. How does that feel? Okay, and then from here, we're going to slowly start to come down onto our bum, into a seated position. And we're going to work all the way through the side of the ribs, through the shoulders and the arms. So into a cross-legged position. Now this is my right arm, but it looks like if you're watching the camera, it'll be your left. So let's do your left arm, fingers pointing away from the hips. We'll keep the spine pushing forward so we're not rounding at any point. And then from here, we're going to relax this left shoulder. And we're going to bring the right arm up towards the sky, getting a nice good stretch through the ribs, through the lower back, all the way through the neck and the shoulders, again, which is often neglected in stretching. I mean, in my shorter stretches, I neglect that area. So bringing that hand up and across, wherever feels comfortable. Relax this left shoulder, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, come over to the other side. Hand to the mat, relax this right shoulder. Lift up the hand, but also think about lifting this left shoulder up and then over. So we find that nice open space through the ribs, going up through the armpit, maybe into the shoulders. Keep breathing. And then slowly come back over to the other side. So in your own inhale and exhale now, I'm just here as your guide, remember. You move through this nice, stretchy, gentle flow, dynamic sequence now. So really nice for the ribs, the back, the arms and the shoulders. So as we're coming over, you breathe in. And as we come back through to the center, you breathe out. And again, it should be really nice and gentle, nice and slow, because our breathing should be slow. We should be helping the body relax with slow, relaxed breathing. So always keep relaxation through the jaw and the shoulders, because that can get tense. Last one. And then coming back through to the center. Again, get nice and tall, have a little bit of a move, a little bit of a wiggle, loosen everything off there. And we're going to, again, open through the chest and the shoulders. So this time I'm going to take the arms out into a nice T position, push the chest and the belly button forwards. So you're getting that strong, active back. And then from here, just have a little bit of a look over the right shoulder, have a look over that left shoulder, just a little bit of a loosening of the neck. Keep breathing as we do that. And then what we're going to do is pull those hands even further backwards now into a really big T. So you can really start to feel that stretch through the front of the chest, through the shoulders, going down into the arms. And keep breathing as we do that. Smile and feel that stretch. We're almost there. So again, as runners, we neglect our shoulder stretches, our upper body stretching. I mean, most runners neglect stretching in general, so well done for being here. Okay, and then slowly start to bring the arms down. There's a little bit of work in that, you can feel that. Okay, and then from here, what we're going to do is going to bring the middle of the chest, we're going to work into the hips and the lower back. We're going to bring the middle of the chest over towards this left knee. Hands straddle the leg. Keep the spine long, so keep lifting the spine long, push the belly button down into the thigh. And then what we're going to do, so a nice good stretch, keep the hips into the floor, and we're massaging deep into the hips, deep into the lower back. Then what we're going to do is walk the head and the hands over to the centre, nice and slowly. Keep the spine long, so push the belly button down into the floor. Walk the hands over to the right. And again, just notice, for me, this side is a little bit tighter. I can feel it pulling a little bit more in the hip. So as you do that, what do you feel? And then we're going to go back to the centre, nice and slow. Keep the spine long, push the belly button down into the floor. And walking over to this other side. So again, move through that nice and slowly in your own inhale and exhale, in your own breathing pattern. Keep the shoulders and the jaw relaxed. We're almost there. Nice, good, squishy massage again. Coming back up to the centre. And then from here, I'm going to just move position to show you where this. You can stay cross-legged. If you need to adjust your legs, let's do that if they're getting pins and needles in. We're going to take your hands backwards, fingertips point away from your hips. Now the further we walk the fingers away, the more intense this stretch is. So as we go back, push your belly button forward and your chest forward, but pull your shoulders back. If that feels too intense, bring your hands closer towards your hips here. So find the right amount for you. Again, it's not a competition. You've got to listen to your body. Don't follow me blindly. What does your body say? Okay, and then keep breathing down into the belly button. Look towards just past your feet so you keep your neck safe and comfortable. Again, nice and gentle. So if you've enjoyed this practice, you're feeling good after it, you're feeling really nice and you felt the benefit, you're much more calmer, let me know in the comments how you felt after it. And let me know with a thumbs up as well that you enjoyed it. And share it with somebody that's going to benefit, a friend or a family member that runs, that needs a good stretch. Share it with them. So your comments and your shares are massively important to help this channel continue to grow, and I really do appreciate you. It's so cool to read all your comments. It's really nice to see the people at the other side that are watching my videos, and I can see how dramatically the shares are going up, and the shares are directly bringing more people into the channel, growing this community. So I really do appreciate all of your support for that, so thank you. So we're going to walk the hands up nice and slowly, have a wiggle through the hips, through the shoulders, sorry. Bring the feet into touch. Let's get into the hips and the groin one more time. Bring the heels as close to the hips as you comfortably can. Have a massage left and right. Go through a little bit of a wiggle through that. And then bring the hands around the toes and start to let the torso, let the weight of the torso come down, let the head bow, and then just carry that really subtle left and right movement with that. Going left and right. Breathing as we do that. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the jaw relaxed. You should start to feel that change of state of mind and body. Your body should feel like it's shifted state, and your mind should feel like it's shifted to a more relaxed state too. Okay, and then last little bit of a massage. And slowly starting to lift the head and chest. As we come out of that, check in with your body. How does that feel? How does your body feel after that? And then how was your run? How was your run? And then how was that stretch? How did that feel? Did it feel like it complemented each other? Well done for turning up, time on your mat, stretching, looking after your body. You haven't skipped the stretch, so well done. You're ultimately going to help your body recover better. You're going to stay more supple. You're going to reduce your stress levels, which will ultimately help you run better. So thank you for joining me, and I shall see you in the next video.